Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Mechanicus with me, Bring It On. We're gonna do the Grand Architect so I can unlock the Castellan robot. The sooner I unlock it, the more often I get to utilize it in future missions. And I'm really excited to see what it can do. So the Grand Architect. Prime Hermeticon Captrix reports the sarcophagus of Neph Tusk has been located in its tomb. Hunt down Lord Neph Tusk, the Grand Architect, and eliminate him. Absolutely. Also, we can backtrack from here. Okay, I just wanted to check. Because I don't think I've ever backtracked from the troop selection screen. Armor sarcophagus reported by Scutari forward observation units. Potential high-value target location. Reference Tomb of Neph Tusk. The Grand Architect of the Necrons. Our intelligence suggests he built the Tomb Valley. Surmise he built his own burial place within it. Automated defenses probable. Lord Neph Tusk's combat capability unknown. Then assume it is high. Respect the capabilities of the quarry, but not the quarry itself. Gather the horses and hounds. Commence the hunt. Like, I really... Captrix's character is super cool. Neph Tusk's sarcophagus is past the gauntlet of defenses. The Scutari have reported automated gun turrets and traps. Neph Tusk was ingenious when it came to coming up with ways to kill us. Cornered in its lair, the prey seeks to turn. Terminal resistance probable. It fights unto death. Automated defenses are no hindrance to tech priests. A radium rifle and tech lore are his weapons. They've been enough of a hindrance to my Scutari. For proof, just count the bodies. I pray you have more luck, Magos. There is no luck. The hunt commences in certainty of the kill. It's quite a ways away. Looks like a sniping zone. We'll be picked off one by one as we cross it. The defenses around Neph Tusk's sarcophagus chamber open up into a wide space, overlooked by several towers. Open fire on the towers and move across the area, suppressing any lurking snipers. The cohort's guns open up, spreading the fire across the various towers as they move. The sniper, a one-eyed Necron construct with a long Gauss rifle, is unable to get off an accurate shot, and the cohort reaches the other side intact. The cohort is emboldened by their evading of this defense of Neph Tusk's sarcophagus. No problem can't be solved without enough firepower, or with enough firepower. No problem can't be solved with enough firepower. There we go. I got it right. The cohort approaches a section of the tomb separated from the rest by a moat of churning corrosive chemicals. Crossing this defense is essential, but clearly dangerous. They construct a bridge from debris to cross the acid moat. The cohort hauls nearby debris from the tomb and creates a rickety span across the moat. They make it across the moat, but just as the last trooper is making the crossing, the bridge collapses. The troopers plunge into the corrosive moat and hauled out after suffering serious burns. The last one, it looks like everybody got hurt. A narrow slab, like a low wall, runs much of the length of this chamber. 12 tiny statues of various Necron construct forms are standing on the slab, as if being displayed. Each of the small icons is cast in a different alloy, giving each a differing finish and appearance. Their purpose can only be guessed at. They thoroughly search the chamber. The cohort set about checking the chamber, but in the process they trip a hidden alarm, and the room is raked with lasers projected from lenses and hidden openings on the walls. The cohort escape with minor injuries, but alert data is projected into the local noosphere, summoning Necrons to their location. This whole tomb is just designed to waste our time. Alright, remember the little man was a negative effect. I'm gonna go for this Skaven looking symbol. Hey, plus 4 CP. All hail the Great Horned Rat. An automated turret covers the approaches to the intersection ahead. This product of Neph Tusk's, it's so hard to say Neph Tusk's, industriousness is bristling with Gauss blasters and tracks constantly for new targets. He attempted to deactivate the turret remotely, through technological superiority. A carefully modulated data stream sent from the cohort's comms units interferes with the turret's Xenos technology and drives it haywire. The turret sprays fire in all directions until it suffers a temporary power failure, at which point the cohort can approach it and shut it down. They recover the spent power coils from the device, so the precious materials inside can be repurposed. Well, I do like repurposing me some materials. Oh yeah, we're already up to 4 Awakening. This whole tomb is just designed to waste time. Oh, sorry.
This place is not just a tomb, a shield to protect us in our slumber, a monument to our grandeur. It is all these, but it is much more. I built a machine for grinding down the tomb robbers and desecrators who would defile our graves. I built a place of death that would feed your kind into the killing places I prepared. You stand in one such place. Now, let the machine do its work.
The works of the enemy come thus to light. Appendix Heuristica 73.90. We shall cast them down that corrupt by their presence. We shall break the teeth of the Xenos that would swallow us whole.
I am no soulless peasant. I am a lord of the dynasty of Cesaragon, the architect of your galaxy's next million years. A galaxy where your filth will never again set foot.
Ahead lies a structure like a miniature fortress. Its battlements manned with legions of sculpted Necron warriors. Painful green light bleeds from its gateways and murder holes. A pair of doors in the front of the structure shudder and pulse with energy as the being inside runs through the final moments of the tomb's reanimation protocols. Yeah, say the incantation of the blessings of the works of war to lend the Omnissiah's might to the cohort's weapons. O Omnissiah, Lord and Blessed of Mars, to the edge of our blades and the tips of our bullets, grant the furious fires of Olympus Mons itself. Olympus Mons being the largest factory complex on Mars, but it's also the largest mountain on Mars. I believe, right? It's like that really large volcano. It's only, yeah, that has to be it. It's only destroy the target. Okay. Is it just him? Looks like there might be some teleporting. Do I have to destroy these? They're attached to him. Yeah, I can't get it within a space of him. Okay. Oh, we might be able to hit him, but he has that such high armor. I think this is providing him the armor and stuff that he has.
What right have you to tread this planet? It was ours before you crawled from the swamps of your home world.
Alright, I'm going to try and get everybody into their respective positions. Actually, no, this should be fine. I'm going to fill the cognition gauge so he can get into position as well. So he has to run all the way across. So that'll be fine. Again, need to get everybody into the position for next turn. It's gonna be a little hassly. .23 health, yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit of health we have to burn through. So you go and use this so we have more cognition on the next turn. I'm glad the new sphere shows like where the stuff is going. Probably didn't need to use that right there. Doesn't waste. I'm standing beside it in melee. It's not revealing its stats. Okay. And you won't mind if I destroy all your stuff, right? Hey, we destroyed one. Hey, it did 10 damage as well. Neat. That was just a couple of turrets. I'm not worried about turrets. Alright, another one down. Fantastic. Guess that's out of range, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, he installed some tickle machines. Ah, that one tickled a little harder than the rest. Also, no way to reduce the awakening, which is a little upsetting. We're going to gain quite a bit in this mission. But it's fine, it's one of the bosses. I don't mind, don't mind it so much on the boss missions. This is upsetting. Alright. Minarius is going to be over here the whole fight. I guess I can go and spawn in a troop. This guy right here, I guess. Is he gonna get taken out by a troop? I know he absorbed it.
For us, the galaxy is made anew. For you, it is ending.
See, he's not even attacking. There's a troop right beside him and he didn't do anything. I don't know what to make of that. I mean, burning's gonna do damage to him over time anyway, so I may as well just hit him with that, right? Oh, he's down. Is that really it? That fight was extremely disappointing. They could have done a little more with that one. Alright, Lord Neph Tusk falls inert. His massively powerful war form finally inflicted with enough damage to cripple or deactivate it. The Grand Architect's death is marked by a shudder throughout the tomb complex, as if the structures built at his command resonate with the force of his destruction. Neph Tusk's spires will never rise above Silva Tenebris. Target eliminated. Blood the hounds and take the trophies. Hunt complete. Necron discorporation equals unfortunate. Xenos construction methods, greatly desire. Regret interrupt. No remains to dissect. The slab grows cold. Life of Saint either Dacianus or Dacianus, chapter 60. Give thanks only that the enemy has fallen. Care not for his motives, nor for the promise of his teachings. Define him solely by his death, and the gains mankind makes thereby. I return joy at Neph Tusk's destruction. However, I shall not choose to act upon it. We are not yet finished with this world, and the Necrons have not yet finished with us. Further high-value target intelligence still to be acquired. Silva Tenebris still has prey. Alright, oh yeah, let's go look at the Castellan. Next attack will do 12 damage. Oh, look at that. What does he do? What does he do? Alright, single target melee attack triggers an opportunity attack, deals 2 to 5 physical damage to target. Gain +2 physical and energy armor, but deals minimum damage for 1 round. Spray fire in a cone area attack, deals 5 to 10 physical damage to targets in area. Okay, so he has a flamethrower as well. How much health? He has 15. Alright, so he's not actually that powerful, but he's only level 1. I am used to these level 3 Skitarii units. Alright, we're gonna do the next boss mission. The Royal Vizier. I don't want to do a different one. No, let's do the Royal Vizier, screw it. Prime Hermetic and Captrix has identified the location of the sarcophagus of Lord Mehleb. Enter Mehleb's tomb and destroy the Royal Vizier. He costs 22, costs 5 to spawn. But I can get him for... Let's do it this way. To have Mehleb's Skitarii intelligence report analyzed. Sarcophagus location logged. Confirm probability high value target present. Lord Mehleb, the Royal Vizier. Our analysis suggests he is a Cryptek, a Necron keeper of arcane technologies, a particularly offensive creature to the Creed Mechanicus. Target solution complicated by imponderables of Xenos technology. Nothing that will hold you back, Prime Hermetican. Supposition accurate. Flight the arrows and string the bows. The hunt is on. Yeah, one more hunt. I'm excited. All the bosses are going to be down except for the final one. The Tomb of Mehleb is an abominable place. There's something about it that degrades the Skitarii station there. Hallucinations, mental aberrations. It's getting worse. Mehleb's influence grows as he approaches full reanimation. Target awakening probable. Xenos weaponry certain. If it ends the curse lying on that tomb, Mehleb has to die. Curse concept illogical. Nevertheless, Mehleb's death is a principal objective for our mission. The hunt is on. Still, wow, that's still a long tomb. We'll grab the one that we know. Because why not? Hallucinations again. They're getting more and more common and more intense. Mehleb is trying to defend himself by breaking our spirits before we reach him. The corpse of a Skitarii appears floating in midair in the chamber ahead. The dead trooper's body is perforated by several huge ugly gauss blasts, and he hovers above the ground with arms outstretched, as if offering a blessing. You remotely activate the cohort stim injectors to reset their sensory input and cause them to stop seeing the vision. The remote stim activation refreshes the cohort's sensory augmentations, but the vision remains. The hallucination turns out to be a real Skitarii corpse, strung up by the Necrons for some unknown reason. Meanwhile, the cohort's coordination is negatively affected by purging the mission data from their augmentations. Whoopsies. Situational analysis. 94.2% chance hallucination. Necron mind-altering technology is probable. Fascination intensifies. The area ahead appears to exist in two realities at once. The oppressive Tomb of Mehleb, and a grotesque charnel landscape of heaped-up human bodies beneath clouds of carrion birds. Yeah, stride on regardless. Signs of Mara shall overcome this attempt to shake their resolve. Not a good choice, I guess. The valor of the Tech Priest is not enough to stave off the horror of the visions, which increase in scale and intensity to billions of corpses heaped across whole continents of death. By the time they leave the area of the hallucinations, they are severely affected by the sensory onslaught. More hallucinations. An enemy in front of me I can shoot, but when they get into your mind... Dozens of tiny mouths open up on the flesh of one of the troopers, gibbering and cackling as they pronounce the imminent doom of every human on Silva Tenebris. Attempt communication. No, shout down the infernal gibbering in the hope the hallucination will cease. Nope. The cohort berate the hallucinatory mouths, which respond to shrieks and howling. The hallucination passes. While the afflicted trooper is badly affected by the sight of mouths opening on their skin, the cohort is able to continue on their mission. Good, we're all back to full health. Fall into the mortal threat of the enemy. versus Fulminatus 59.31. The broken-in body can blame the bullet or the sword, but the broken-in mind have all creation to curse. In the chamber head lies a Skitarii trooper, lying curled up on the tomb floor. Though apparently unhurt, the trooper is all but comatose and barely responds to the tech priest's presence. Render medical assistance to the stricken Skitarii trooper. Skitarii is physically unhurt, but her responses suggest severe trauma. The cohort administer neuro-leveling stims and shock inhibitor solutions. Their forces spend some time assisting the trooper, but aside from a modest increase in lucidity, she is brought no closer to combat readiness. In the very heart of Mehleb's tomb is an immense sarcophagus of polished black stone, covered in dense hieroglyphics, like a vast monument to the profane knowledge of the Necrons. The baleful influence of the royal Vizier weighs heavy, as if the planet's gravity suddenly increases around Mehleb's burial place. High-value target location probable. Code Venator in effect. The prey will turn at the baying. New input device detected. Greatly desire. Hieroglyphic upload, linguistic sample, full artifact survey. No Scabola. There is no goal here save the destruction of the Xenos. The sarcophagus opens and the great dark form of Royal Vizier Mehleb emerges, accompanied by a wave of maddening screech data.
Did you think you could enter this place of wisdom without my knowing? I have watched you since you dared breach the orbit of our world. I have heard every footstep you made while desecrating our tombs. I have felt every injury done to our legions. The time has come for your impudence to be repaid.
High-value target confirmed. Let's slip the hounds of logic.
These stars were ours before the first of you drew breath. They still are. And when the last of you is gone, they forever will be.
That is kind of true. The Necrons could just go back to sleep and wait for everyone else to die off. Because the galaxy-ending threat of the Tyranids don't even affect the Necrons. They actually avoid Tomb Worlds because they have nothing to gain from the Necrons, since they're not an organic material. So he's all the way over there. So we have to go through... okay. Doesn't seem too bad. Some barriers we have to go through, but that's not a big deal.
Your manner of warfare is intriguing, but inefficient.
Oh, sorry, logged for future reference. That's what he was saying. So we can't get anybody or hit anybody this turn, we'll just move forward. Prepare for the next turn. Let's go and do this, and I'm gonna grab use his Canticle for the cognition boost. Go ahead and put that on cooldown. Yay, 5 awakening. Having just the one guy here is not a good idea.
You still possess vessels of flesh, so primitive,
Oh, he's stealing the cognition from me. Okay. So I need to burn through all my... Well, I don't have to burn through it, but... No reason not to try. Luckily I have a billion different ways to generate cognition, so that'll be okay. Again, it's not a hard fight, it seems, it's just time consuming. Which I guess in its own way makes it a hard fight.
How did you mid-phase primates even master space travel?
Hey man, are you not familiar with the dark age of technology? Because there was a lot going on then. Like if they all approach me, I can take them all out now. Yeah, he's dodging all the attacks. Good job, buddy. I'd actually like to move, but I don't want to get smacked by this guy. You know what? Let's just do this. There's a couple of things I want to do here, starting with this. Then we move down here, and I should be able to hit both of them with... Oh, this is the melee guy. Never mind. He can take out both of these guys. $40 health and energy armor. I'm gonna burn through some cognition since I have it available. Alright, last generic enemy. You know what? I have an idea. Something I should have done a long time ago. I should have spawned the Castellan on top of that guy. Obviously I can't do it this very second, but with Minarius on his turn.
Even insects can threaten in a swarm. That is the respect I will give you. That due to insects.
thanks, man. See that, guys? He respects me. I'd like to get past this. Yeah, just time consuming, that's all this is. Which is not the end of the world by any means, but I think we could do better. Alright, I need to get everybody past this barrier because I don't want to be stuck. It feels like a waste. I'm not gonna waste his machine spirit like that. But yeah, what I can do is just call in a troop anywhere on the map, right? So Castellan, chop chop, buddy. Imagine if I'd done that sooner. He'd probably almost be dead. Nine damage. Okay. He doesn't have physical armor, so he's perfect for fighting this guy. This fight, I think, would already be over if I'd spawned him in the beginning. Just wasn't thinking. Alright, he's gonna take my cognition anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spawn these guys.
You die here for secrets you could not even comprehend.
No, but I can comprehend beating you, but can't even talk smack. I can comprehend beating you up, man. There we go. He does okay damage. I mean, my Castellan can do okay damage. I only got the one cognition, so it's probably not worth wasting it. Let's just go do this. I'll say I'd probably get him up to Mehleb right now. That'd be okay. He doesn't have another attack, but I can use the all troops in range attack ability. And increase their damage output. That'll be nice. I'm actually gonna move to the side here as well. I'm surprised the fire didn't hit him, but that's okay. Yeah, I'd probably get him in range as well. So let's go and move on up. Honestly, I should probably gather cognition there. That's okay though. We're doing fine. See if we can wrap this up this turn. Only 0 to 2 damage, so yeah. Hey, we crit though. All right, that was fun. Actually, I wouldn't say it was fun. That was a drag. If I would have spawned that Castellan much earlier.
Mindless tragedy, infinite shame. All I have collected in the hands of these animals.
Mehleb falls, his arcane Necron wargear spraying sparks and waves of radiation. His warform fractures and he collapses to the tomb floor in front of his sarcophagus. The hallucinogenic pall over the tomb of Mehleb finally lifts, and the Vizier of Silva Tenebris is no more. High value target eliminated. The corpses are blooded. Hunt accomplished. The royal Vizier is dead. Already his tomb becomes less hostile to our forces. Location ref Tomb of Mehleb. Concept overflow interrupt. Data volumes undefended. Right, perfect, eminently suitable for intelligence acquisition. Taken under advisement, Tech Inquisitor. No, Magos. The corruption of this tomb must not spread further. Lathian Commentaries, Chapter 94. We fight the foe's battle for him, and we take his worlds into our hearts. Sorry, words, not worlds. Logic dictates consolidation of our victories, and a strengthening of the Skitarii hold on the Tomb of Mehleb. Other considerations are secondary. Captrix. Continue gathering intelligence on high-value targets. Mehleb was not the last. The quarry has fallen. The hounds are at rest. There will come another hunt. Great success. 2 bosses, 1 episode. We've only gained like 10 awakening. No big deal. No one took any damage. Yeah, I feel like the barriers actually worked against the Necrons there. Yeah, so the other bosses did disappear from this mission. So that's cool. I think from here on out we're going to focus on Kepra's missions for troop upgrades and more tech priests. There's nothing else here really interests me. And I want to see if I can get the other... I assume it's another Castellan? I don't know what else it would be off the top of my head. Like a different Castellan variation. Maybe more ranged focused one, more energy damage focused. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. Next episode we will continue down Kepra's line in preparation for the final mission. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.